Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the last time that we were going to fight Gyze. And we haven't actually seen Gyze yet. He didn't come out when we used our super powerful Chronojet deck, or when we just auto-created Neo Nectar with legions that didn't have legion mates, with strides that we couldn't use because we didn't have the specific hearts, with strides we can use because it didn't have the persona flips. It was absolutely horrible. So if you want to see just a horrible match, go check out the previous video on Vanguard 0. But this one, we only need to beat it one more time, and we're going to do it with Royal Paladin to get the final rewards. Now, the Royal Paladin we're supposed to use is Altmile, but we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go back to the very beginning, and we're going to use Aichi. We're going to use Blaster Blade Xyz. It was one of my favourite decks back in the day, and this here is the deck. It is a nice, happy little deck. It's not one of the strongest decks, but it is a nice and happy little deck that can be used, and that is exactly what we are going to use. So for the final time that we fight Gyze, we are going to be using the original Blaster Blades himself, and we're going to see how that gets on with us. So we're going to give that a shot. There is something dramatic about using the first, main character, Aichi, using his first cards, Blaster Blade. In fact, actually, that there is the very first Blaster Blade event card in all of Vanguard 0. So, using that right at the very end here, it is meaningful in many ways. We're going to get rid of the perfect card. You don't want too many perfect cards. Opening move. I think we're going to get rid of you as well for the time being. It didn't help us. It didn't get us into better cards. And it is us going first. Okay, so we are going to raid into the non-perfect card. Place you back here. We're going to use the effect of this, so we've got the additional draw in the deck. And fetch out Blaster Blade, and our turn. That is perfectly fine. And once again, it's Shadow Paladin versus Royal Paladin. We're going to raid. The Avatar Blaster Blade himself, which is very cool to see. This is of course GB1, so we're not going to be using that, and we could, but there's no point in doing that at the moment. No point in doing that at the moment at all, so I think we're just going to declare an attack. We are indeed going to use this effect. When the attack by the blaster unit hits, count last 1, put this into soul, add a blaster from your deck to your hand. And I think we're going to go for Blaster Friend Bartgo. And of course 7 plus 7 is 14, so unless this is a trigger, then that does still hit. Indeed it did. So we can't stride this turn, but we do have Blaster Blade Xyz. I can retire if I want. Yeah, I think I will. It's more hindrance to the opponent. There's the added heal guard to our hands. So we don't need the +2 in hand for that, obviously. We're not on GB2 yet, so we're not going to do that. What we can do is this. I think we're going to leave you for just now. What am I? No, let's call you here. And we're going to call this here. We're not going to use the grade 2. So this all makes sense in my head. We hold Blaster Blade Rush. And that couldn't have worked out better if I tried. No, I think I'm going to leave that. I think I'm going to leave the Wingal on the field instead. He just rode Luard and discarded the better Luard. There's an interesting choice. He's down to 2 cards in hand. Oh, a crit. And we do take it because it puts us on 5. And we're in a very, very strong position right now. So let us go into this big guy. This one is the SP. Don't need to, so we're not going to. I think we're doing this. Okay, so this is only when it's boosted, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I think in that case, we're just going to declare some attacks. I would normally attack with the other side first, however, I kind of want to try and win this with... Oh, there's the very original Blaster Blade. It's incredibly wasteful, but yeah, why not? For the sake of showing off the skill and the animation, big sword coming down the Blaster Blade itself. And all of that goodness. That's what I was looking for. Now, hopefully there's a perfect guard in there. Oh my god, that is perfect! That's what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. Just to show off. Let's get rid of the rear guard. And we are going to finish this entire game. There is the hand for anyone that wants to see it. We're going to finish off the final Gyze. Probably the final event of all of Vanguard Zero. The final boss being Gyze. He has no hand, he has 5 damage, and we have our original blaster blade with 1700, just enough power to take it down. It's the most poetic thing that I could possibly have done. And that is, for all intents and purposes, Vanguard Zero done. All of Vanguard, all of Vanguard Zero, all of Vanguard Zero G. Yeah, that's the finish. That's the end of it. And I don't think it could have been done any better. It was just, I mean, very deliberately set up by me. Knowing what I wanted to do going into that match. And yeah, well, we accomplished it. And that was it. That's it done. With Aichi, with Blaster Blades. Still using Strides, the most up-to-date version of that deck. And there is our reward for completing it with the Royal Paladin deck. And there is the reward for defeating Gyze. It is, yeah, a sentimental fight, to say the least. Of course, I will be doing another video after this where we'll be going through the final part of the story mode, but in terms of main game, in terms of main thing, in terms of events, so on and so forth, we used Gear Chronicle, which is one of the most up to date, most powerful meta decks in the format in the game. We then used Neo Nectar for fun to click auto fight, or not auto build, and then we fought using that, which was absolutely horrible, just to try using the worst of the worst in the game, and then finishing it off with the original Aichi and Blaster Blade as the finish. It's perfect. Couldn't have been done better. And I think that is going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe, and let me know your comments in the comment section below, of course. What did you think of my match? What do you think of my setup? I had it all designed specifically that way, you know, for the Blaster Blades right at the end. There is the 4 Blaster Blades. There is the original Blaster Blade. There is the one from, well, that's the event one. There's the one from the set, and that one I think was the one that you used the tournament coins on to get. But yep, that's it. It is done. It's finished. There is no furthermore to do in Vanguard Zero. So that is it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed. I really hope you all enjoyed Vanguard Zero as well. It was a very nice, very fine game. I was initially very upset, very disappointed, very angry at the fact that there was so much better that could have been done. But I look back on it with fond memories. It was brought out during lockdown, which I think was a difficult time for a lot of people, and giving everyone access to being able to play Vanguard with her friends that they possibly hadn't seen in a matter of weeks or potentially months. I think that was a very, very cool thing that was done. I mean, obviously it was long in development, long before lockdown ever came, you know, so they didn't know about it, they didn't know that's what going to happen or such, but I have a lot of fond memories with it. I have been playing since day one. I'm going to continue to play until the final day. We're going to keep playing. I'll maybe record a few more videos. I don't know what else I'm going to do because that was such a good sentimental send-off. I'm going to do the story as well, but that is, for me, the end of Vanguard Zero. It was the end of the Vanguard G series anime. It was the final boss of that. We didn't do it the way we were supposed to. We're supposed to use Altmail, we're supposed to use all of that, but we instead went to Aichi and used Blaster Blade and everything the original. So it's very deliberately set up, and yeah, a sentimental fight. A lot of good memories, a lot of bad memories, a lot of getting to 14 wins and then losing because of a heal trigger, or losing because an opponent got crits or whatever excuses there were. But yeah, that is the end of this. And unlike when Vanguard G ended in the card game, we knew that Vanguard V was coming out, so we had something to look forward to, and even then there was still premium format, so you could go back and play Vanguard G, and there was G format as well if you wanted to do that. Same happened when Vanguard V ended. We had Overdress already on announcement. There isn't anything announced, there isn't going to be anything after Vanguard Zero, and a lot of people are saying you still have Vanguard Deer Days. Well, I haven't touched Vanguard Deer Days in quite a while, unfortunately, so it's not quite the same. A lot of people didn't like that Vanguard Zero had weird mechanics where you had to attack the rear guards first and that you couldn't guard from hand and things. I thought it was fine. I thought it was nice that it was designed in such a way to be played on a mobile, to play it for speed, so that it didn't require interaction from your opponent on your turns. You know, like everything was just automatic. You know, perfect guards would activate automatically and so on and so forth. So there was no G guards. That was a very, very good thing. That was a wise choice, to say the least. But yeah, but that is going to be the end of this video, folks. I have been postponing it for a while because I didn't really want the video to end, but that is the end of it. We did it with Blaster Blade defeating Gyze, defeating Shadow Paladins, Raw Paladin defeating Shadow Paladin, Aichi winning over the big bad in the end. Yeah, it's all came full circle. That's it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please, this one in particular, I always say like, share and subscribe, but I would really enjoy it if you guys could share this video around, because it is a special one to me. It's sentimental. If you have any friends that play Vanguard or such, just say, hey, check out this guy, Grand Cat. He did this cool thing with this final boss fight against Gyze. That would be very, very cool of you. Of course, let me know your comments in the comment section below. I try to respond to all of you. It's getting progressively harder, and sometimes YouTube doesn't tell me when I've got a comment, so there'll be times if your comment's missed, it's largely down to YouTube more than me, and I really do love hearing from all you guys. We're close to, at this point, close to 4,000 subscribers. I think we're at 3,880 at the point of recording, from what I remember. And yeah, you know, having 4,000 subscribers, that's a big milestone. And thank you guys for everyone that's been with us, everyone that's been watching me playing Vanguard Zero since the early days, you know, when I was recording the story mode, people that have just been enjoying Vanguard Zero and as a whole. I think shout out to all of you guys. Even the ones that maybe played Vanguard Zero and, you know, stopped playing, like, you know, when Vanguard G came out. or stopped playing some months ago or whatever. You know, like this is for all of us. This is for everyone that has ever played Vanguard 0 and enjoyed it. So that's what I was trying to do with this video here. But with that said, folks, it is now time to end the video. I really hope that you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go out. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.